But if that was because of that today, this is going to be a really bad fucking spring for me, and that would suck. What up, Cali?
Speaking
Hi.
of feeling terrible, hi, Cali.
Yeah, Cali's in the same boat as me.
Word.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Word, homie.
I'm getting back into golf, and like, I went to the driving range today, and that was a terrible decision. If I am actually legitimately allergic to grass stuff this year, if it's gonna hit me this year.
I woke up feeling fine, and then I went and did laundry at the laundromat, and like slowly felt worse.
Yikes! Yeah, so I went to the range today, and I hit one ball over a fence. That was kind of a thing that happened.
Like the other fence, or the fence
Like,
behind you?
I sliced a ball to the right real hard and high, and it went over the boundary.
Sweet.
Yeah, that was a... It's one of the clubs in my bag I haven't really been hitting very well, and that was a... I actually have video footage of it, I think, because I've been recording myself as I'm trying to get better.
I said you set up your camera, your phone behind you, like those dudes at the gym.
Yeah, pretty much. It's actually helpful though, because it's not to like show off to people. It's for me to actually pay attention to, like, you know, am I bending my arm wrong or turning incorrectly, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you gotta study your tapes.
Yeah, exactly.
Astroneer's fucking fantastic. I forget who owns it.
I don't. I'm waiting for a little more something before.
Pretty sure Ian does.
I thought you did, Cali, and then I looked at who owned it, and I'm like, you don't? The fuck?
That's not my kind of game.
Really? A Minecraft-esque game isn't your kind of game?
Yeah, I don't like Minecraft.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't like freeform games that much. I'm not about that. I need direction.
Mm.
That's why I fell off No Man's Sky too, because it was just like, get off this planet. Congrats.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you just threw all this shit in front of me.
Yeah, I'd actually forgotten that the game existed. And then the documentary came out, and I was like, oh right, I put 50 hours into that game.
Yep.
I wonder how it's doing. And the answer is fantastic. It's doing fantastic. I'll talk about that more later when we get to there.
I think I'm just waiting for more of a point.
There is.
Even though I know the experience is kind of nice.
No, there is more of a point now.
Is there?
Yeah.
Is there really?
I'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
good.
Yeah, save it for that.
Good.
So what are we waiting on right this moment? Hi, girl.
We are live.
Oh, we are. Oh, shit.
I didn't realize we were fucking live. I was about to start talking trash.
Cancel the racist creed. I mean, what?
Yeah. Cancel
Cancel me.
Cancel the three-ring circus. Greetings. Welcome, VGZ, to your podcast. This is
the only podcast that matters on Sunday.
Yes. Yes, the only podcast that occasionally happens on Sundays. That matters that occasionally happens on Sundays. Welcome to the March 24th of 2019, Season 5, Episode 4. This podcast has been in progress for the last 4 weeks. So, welcome. Brennan here, and I'm joined this evening with the ever-illustrious DrChibi.
Hello.
The ever-present Deadpool.
Hey, yo.
And the ever... awesome
There you
Cali.
go.
couldn't think of a great platitude to throw on there.
Is that okay? Hold on. Whose rooster is that?
That's Chibi's. That's Chibi's.
Chibi, what do you
That's
live on
Chibi's
a farm
actual
now?
rooster. Yes.
Look, I have animals. That's all you need to know. I'm in the middle of Los Angeles. Look. All right.
Okay. Cool. Great.
An actual rooster.
This is amazing.
Yes.
This is great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I got pigeons, and I got dogs, and I got cats, and I got. All right. Hopefully
Okay.
that'll.
Well, with the chicken.
Yeah. It's a rooster.
Let's start going over what we've been playing. It has been about a month since the last time we've had a podcast. So, Chibi, what have you been playing in the last month?
Well, I've been playing Metal Gear Survive with Ein and Albs. it's it's a shell of a game, but I like what that shell promises. It's not great, but it's there. Also, the Division 2 came out. Like, I'm completely surprised, but Albs has the most progress in our clan. He's already like gear score 400 something, and I'm still trying to get to like level 21. But enjoying the game. Bugs are getting squished left and right, and it does truly seem like, unlike this sort of selective amnesia a lot of other games as a service games experience on their way to a sequel, this they learned, they remembered, and it's in a good spot. So that's nice. Got myself a little Devil May Cry 5. Haven't played it too much just because of time, but it's really good. A little Red Faction remastered just to remind myself of what that game was. Still going Yakuza 0. I now have properties, so the real game has begun. I'm about to start getting some hosts, so there's that part of it. Yeah. Warframe finally has its battle pass. It's called the current one's called Night Raid. It's called Night Raid, but the current one is Wolf of Saturn 6. There's no money involved. You just gotta do weeklies and dailies for the rep points for it, and you earn all kinds of cool unlocks, including some things that you usually can only get by paying the real money currency.
Yeah, they basically removed the last thing where it was like, well, you still have to pay for this. Now it's nothing.
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
nothing that you have to pay for.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just like a few extra slots for weapons and warframes and whatnot, but it's nice to have, and it has its own extra little currency that you unlock through those levels that lets you buy like other cosmetics and stuff. So that's really freaking neat. Resident Evil 2 continues to kick ass. Dead Cells just had some DLC drop, and went back to Subnautica for a bit because it's Subnautica. It's nice. It's a nice single, solitary, terrifying experience in the unknown depths.
Neat.
Yeah.
Cool. Deadpool. What have you been playing? I know you've been busy because of
School.
doing school stuff, but have you had time for
Being
gaming?
a nerd.
Yeah, so I've oh man, actually had to cancel going to a thing today because of shit. I was gonna go to the arcade and play the Halo arcade game for like 5 hours.
Raven Squad.
Yeah, but that didn't work out today, so whatever.
You'll get them next time.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, lots of Warframe lately. That new Battle Pass thing has been, like Chibi said, there's something to work for now, and that's nice.
It's
And
totally free.
and it kind of fixes the exact problem I had, where it's like, well, I'm now busy all the time. I don't have time to just jump in for 5 minutes and do this. But
Oh yeah, for clarification's sake, sorry to cut you off. Previously, we had a system called the alerts, which were all timed, like continually all over, every single day, every single hour. Alerts were popping on and off, and if you missed an alert, like especially if it had some special, like item, like a material you needed or a cosmetic or something, that's it. You fucked up. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but like now that's gone, and now there's this system where it's just I can play for 4 hours once a week, and oh look, I have all of those things now. Hooray! And that's a good thing. Yeah, I jumped into Astroneers. I don't know how much of that was on stream or not, but that game has had a life that transcends most things I've played. It's what if Minecraft, but the building was good, and they didn't take away like kind of the feeling of survival mode, where like the early Minecraft you just had infinite ability to build and destroy, right? And like this one had kind of a similar growth cycle where it was the beginning was you just build and destroy forever, and then it was like, okay, well, we'll limit that, and now you have a reason to go to the rest of the planet. And then it was like, okay, well, now you only have to be on this one planet, so now we have a reason to go to other planets in the solar system. And then it was like, okay, well, the first planet's too hard, so they've been kind of like, it's been slowly gaining more and more things for like adding the cycle of you go out, you explore, you dig, then you come back, you build to explore and dig further, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they've been adding like giant Mass Effect objects that link planets with space bridges. And we haven't gone further with that yet, but like the idea of that working in a game like this, and I think it's possible to completely destroy a planet, like consume it entirely.
Fun.
Yeah, we're working on that actually.
Hey, it's there for you to fucking try, right?
Yeah, that's science right there. It's like, can we do it? Let's find out.
We spent 6 hours the other night, and then suddenly it was 3 a.m. and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, my friend we were playing with for like, he had just bought the game that night. We were playing it, and then he gets off, and I'm like, the next day, and I'm like, "Yeah, you were there for a lot of it." And he's like, "Yeah, I got off at like 11." I'm like, "Oh shit, we went till 3 a.m." So like. Yeah. We destroyed a large portion of the planet because, like in Minecraft, you know how you break down basic dirt blocks, right? In this game, that just becomes one resource of soil, and then you can turn that soil and 3D print things. And it's like you can't 3D print everything, but you can kind of 3D print the basic blocks and like create basic carbon energy that you can then burn for energy, and then it's like. So we spent like 6 hours doing that. Yeah, it's just so the thing to do in that game is to have fun and explore and like find the weird shit they've hidden, and they keep hiding weirder shit, and then like creating weird space objects. And it sounds like that's really, like creative, but in the game it's just kind of like you start really small. Right. And it's just like, how can I break things? And then it's like, okay, how can I build things? And then it's from there gets to a level, Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
And I haven't played Pokemon Go at all, which sucks.
Oh.
Because the I have been worried about other stuff this last 2 weeks, so.
Yeah, I actually haven't touched it in a while myself. Cali, speaking of Pokemon Go.
You're not missing
Pokemon
much.
Go expert.
You're not missing a whole lot, honestly. Like we had
there's like 3 events right now, right?
There's the grass thing going on. There's there was the Sceptile thing yesterday, or Trico.
Yeah.
I don't know. At this point, community days have just been like, let's go explore the city. Let's go find a place that probably a big park that probably has a lot of stops. But I've tried not to care too much. Like, I just got to level 39, so I'm like very little motivation to do much beyond, catch them all. I still want the shinies. I got a shiny Soul Rock yesterday. That was cool. I don't know. Beyond that, I've been playing lots of Toe Jam. The online's still broken, but besides that, it's like I played with Serge. Last time I played with Serge, we both got in the elevator and nothing happened. We were just and it's like great.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's like, all right, let's go eat dinner. Fuck this.
Go do something that's not broken in half.
Yeah, and the last time before I played with somebody, like rando, you can just leave your game open to randos, and like I teleported to somebody, and it just made me stuck inside the geometry, and I couldn't move or do anything.
But
it's completely fine single player, right?
Yeah, no.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
But I don't know. I don't know what it is about the online where that is just so fucking broken. Beyond that, there's been a lot going on here. Like, a member of the local FGC recently just randomly had a stroke and died. So, like, all these old fighting game people have been coming out of the woodwork to support everybody, support each other and that dude's family. And there's going to be a major tournament going on next Sunday, and it's going to be crazy. But so I'm trying to get back into Tekken hard.
Oh shit! Can't wait.
That was way too much enthusiasm for that.
Seriously.
It's Tekken. Some people are hype.
And
Sure.
right before this, I was playing Baba Is You. That's a great game.
Yeah,
It's
I can't watch that.
It's $15.
Wait, why can't you watch it?
I fucking couldn't
'Cause he
stop telling him
keeps-
what to do.
He keeps telling me what to do. Yeah,
I couldn't fucking stop it.
God damn it, Deadpool.
he has a
I was
problem.
just like, this shit. No, damn it. Second time I didn't quit. So.
I think that's it for me.
Okay. As for me, unrelated to video games specifically, although also related to video games, I got back into golf recently.
Oh, nice.
I played a lot as a kid.
Cool.
And then I played a lot when I was in my first college, and then I never basically got back out into it. And now my life is finally stable enough where I can actually get back into it, and I'm pretty happy about that because it's actually something I enjoy quite a bit. I actually feel like I'm pretty decent at it. And then I also, because of that and my stupidness of getting into things completely and wholeheartedly, I also picked up the Golf Club 2019, which is the only current manufacturer of golf games.
Oh, like a
It's
CG.
EA.
Why did I CG? The 3D golf game on computer where you swing the thing and it's the screen.
No, this is you're using a controller. It's kind of like
Okay.
Yeah, it's a more or less proper golf game.
Cool.
Yeah,
I've seen it on the Xbox.
it's the more updated. It's the updated variants of it, if you will. The EA got out of the market a long time. Well, they didn't get out of the market. They just haven't produced a game since 2016.
Yeah, they made one Rory McIlroy game and then that was
made
it.
one Rory McIlroy game and then kind of gave up on it. I'm curious if it'll come around this year because it's not a game that you have to do yearly. Like that's the thing I think was the problem was they were trying to produce it like they produced every fucking year a new Tiger Woods game back in the day.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, of all of the sports games, they were the only ones that ever really tried to innovate anywhere with it. I remember very fondly there was Lee Trevino's putting challenge donut is the actual reference you're looking for, but that's okay. But like, anyways, the Tiger Woods games from like 2004 to 2010, I think, so about 6 years, had actual like they actually put some real like work into innovating, not the gameplay, because obviously the gameplay is pretty static, although they did kind of create the golf swing in modern golf games, which is using the stick instead of the three press, which most people are more familiar with.
Yeah.
But if you learn how to use the stick properly, it's actually pretty rewarding to take shots properly and stuff. And actually, this game,
Isn't that kind of an adaptation of the Fight Night system?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's I don't know which one came up with it first. I'm not sure. But this game is punishing. It is not forgiving in the least with your actual swing mechanics. So you have to get really good at it, which is fun. But anyways, so I've played that. I've been playing a bunch of Apex Legends with the group that I play a lot of games with. Racked up many wins with that. Pretty excited about some of the news that's come out recently with that, but we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Also picked up Division 2, which I actually have almost completed my first playthrough of already.
Not actually in the VGZ clan, though.
No, we made a clan. We made
Yeah.
berries. I mean, I'll make another character. I don't know. Does multiple characters? With multiple characters, can you put different characters in different clans?
I have no idea. I only have one so far.
Are there different save files for different characters?
I think so.
There are different slots.
Kinda?
You have like 3 character slots, I think.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't know for sure. Other than that, what else have I been playing? I can't think of anything. I'm trying to think. I've definitely been playing video games. Shit's been busy, which I think everybody can kind of
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah.
believe in.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's move on. We got lots of games coming out this month and at the end of this month here, because we're at the end of the month, and a bunch of stuff coming soon to a theater near you. So let's talk about the release dates of stuff this week.
Yes.
Not the biggest release week, but a couple of notables. The one and only DLC for Final Fantasy 15 is finally getting its release this week.
Well, for post PC release, you mean in general, or just
Period.
Period. They
thought it
cut.
had-
We talked about this. Well, so they have the Comrades
Yeah.
thing, but that wasn't DLC. I think that was just the
That was-
free expansion.
Oh,
was
the
a
free
mode.
expansions. Got it.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a free
My
expansion.
confusion.
This is the only proper DLC that they're releasing.
This is paid for DLC that you have to buy, even if you had. Yeah. Okay.
Oh
Yes.
wow, for real?
Yeah, this is the only one. They originally planned multiples, and this is the only one. Although actually, there might have been one other one. Maybe there was one other one, but this is the last one. Regardless, this is the last one.
Yeah,
And it comes out this week.
And the
also-
problem is, if I can say, it's
Yeah.
a lot of this was like very necessary story, like entire chapters they cut out because of time, and like this was all stuff that was missing and kind of necessary to make the game make sense.
Yeah.
But you know, Square Enix being Square Enix, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's also sad though because they did cancel the other character-focused add-ons, which were going to be pretty cool from the descriptions that have been given previously.
Yeah.
This one is Arden, which is the king, right? He was the king.
No, Arden. Well, previously it's complicated. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, it's complicated. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, it's been
It's been
2 years since I've played.
Yeah,
Final
it
Fantasy
did have
15?
DLCs. Okay, I'm not super crazy. It's just the
Yeah.
PC release. This is the only PC DLC we're ever gonna get. Got it.
Yeah, I get. Well, this is the last one. Regardless,
Right.
this is the last one. That was my original. That was the point I originally meant. Was that this is the last one? It is unfortunate that happened, but also at the same time not unexpected. Moving on. The Walking Dead final season episode 4 comes out this week as well.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the entire thing to be out before I play it.
It's like 6 episodes, right? So this is the 4th of 6, I think.
I think so.
Probably. Also coming out this week.
I am curious if they will let
Sure.
me import my data from the Telltale let you upload your save data from the
Right.
earlier episodes. So I'm curious
that's
what the
gone.
hell is it gone?
Their site is gone. Their data. This was something one of our old buddies on Twitter was complaining about the other day. Grog
Oh yeah.
is he had codes for stuff off their site, and that site doesn't exist anymore.
Great.
So that
Great.
server of your old data might just be fucking gone, and they might just give, "Hey, what did you want to have done?"
Yeah, that's probably how it's gonna be.
The Massive Method, Genesis or whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, Final Fantasy VII, the PC version that got ported to the PS4, or not the PS4. It did get ported to the PS. No, it
Yeah.
didn't get ported to the PS4.
No, it got put on PS4.
Okay, so ported to the PS4 is finally getting its Xbox One and Switch ports. That is this week as well. The
Makes
Mortal Kombat 11 beta, which I think is the proper open beta, if I recall correctly.
That first it's for pre-orders.
This is the pre-order beta. Okay, so that is this week as well.
I'm gonna do that.
I figured you probably would.
I am more than ready for another Mortal Kombat.
No, it's
Mortal Kombat.
for those that want it. I am excited for them
Because
personally, I don't have as much of a.
They're going so hard into all the stupid bullshit that makes Mortal Kombat what it is. Like, okay,
Like the Kami Dogu.
yes,
Yes.
like Raiden is just an evil asshole now,
Yeah.
and here's Shaolin monk Liu Kang meeting zombie Liu Kang. You know, it's like all the dumb bullshit of Armageddon, but like with everything.
The best. It's just the best. It's just the best.
I'm ready.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Also coming out to round out the week, Tropico 6 for the PC, which is cool. Forgot that was coming out, although I think we did talk about the beta at some point. Yoshi's Crafted World comes out
Woohoo!
as well, which I think most people I'm pretty excited about. I'll probably pick that up on release. I do love me some Yoshi games. It looks pretty great. And finally, to round it out, and there's a bunch of other ones too, but these are the ones I decided to highlight. Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, which is
The one nobody wanted.
remastering. The one
Yep.
nobody really liked, but also including the Liberation Vita game, which also nobody really liked. Comes out on PC, PS4, and Xbox One on the 29th. Other notables, I guess. The Legend of Hero, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm sure Putin is creaming his pants over.
Wait, number 3?
I don't fucking know what that is.
It's an anime RPG. Don't worry
Wait,
about it.
number 3 is
RPG.
finally releasing. Really? That's on this list.
I don't know.
Wow.
Space Junkies, which looks to be a VR game of some variety, which I've never heard of. Does anybody want to buy any games this week?
I've bought a lot of games
If
lately.
I had cash, I added a few things on my wish list recently that I was looking at picking up. My biggest thing I'm looking to buy right now is a new graphics card. So
Nobody on this podcast is like
fucker said, man, sandbagging it. We don't know anything about it, and we don't play it.
I know what it is, and I will continue to not be into it.
I am very excited that that's finally out because of all the stupid bullshit that have happened to that over the years.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Trails of Cold Steel 3?
Oh, yeah. I've largely avoided that whole thing.
It's low budget Persona.
It's endless.
That's
I don't
fair.
want to get into that hole.
That is a hole. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
for me,
I'm not buying anything. I just picked up the Devil May Cry trilogy because I want to get back into that before I get into Devil May Cry 5, which I need to.
Cali,
get
may I
around to.
ask, how many times have you bought that?
Not
Devil
since
May
the
Cry
PS.
trilogy.
This is the first.
Okay.
I think Dispenser owned it, but I have not owned the Devil May Cry games. I've never owned 4, which I just got in that bundle. I played 1 through 3 originally, but I never like.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you must be thinking of somebody else.
No, I'm just asking like to pull the room because I apparently own it on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, and probably on the Vita somehow.
Nice. Now, if we're talking about Guacamelee, that's a different story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same for me. I'm not kind of on. There's nothing really this week that's calling out for me specifically, other than Yoshi's Crafted Worlds.
Well, so much stuff came out recently, so we're kind of flushed right now.
Yeah, I do have quite the backlog, which is not abnormal. I normally have a backlog.
What came out this month? We had Devil May Cry 5, Sekiro.
Resident Evil was recent enough.
Resident Evil would be the game I would buy probably, especially with what is possibly coming out on that.
The Division.
The Division 2, yeah. See, that's like it's like the. No, I'm not going to say that.
What?
Extra
Nope.
Epic Yarn.
Were you
it's
about
like
to
the
vote,
load
maybe?
was already unleashed upon us
Okay.
for a while.
Dead or Alive 6. So yeah, there was a lot that came out this month. So it's
yeah, we had a big month for March.
no giant releases, but just the overall releases.
Yeah, and then April there's the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy.
Oh, I
It's
forgot that's
coming
coming out next month.
That's coming out.
That's pretty
I'll
good. Pretty happy.
pick
about
that up if it's
Yep.
if it's under 30. I'm definitely gonna pick that up. Oh shit! EDF Iron Rain comes out next month. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
the Switch port of Dragon's Dogma.
oh yes.
Cuphead.
In advance of
Queen.
the anime.
The Final Fantasy 12 port for the Switch and Xbox One. Days Gone. Like there's some releases next month.
Cuphead for Switch. Yeah, I don't remember if you said that.
Yeah, it was Donut, but wasn't that kind of like Harvest Moon Light?
Kathy's been playing My Time in Portia a lot. She's been sucked into it like hardcore.
Oh,
on
Also,
which game?
Phoenix Wright-
Stardew level?
Phoenix Wright trilogy is looks to be $30.
So the thing with Phoenix Wright is I never had a DS. The Switch is the first console I bought for myself from Nintendo since a Game Boy Advance.
Mm.
Phoenix
So
Wright's great.
I only
strongly
saw Phoenix Wright on my friend's stuff, and I've always wanted it.
Yeah,
So...
no, game's great. You'll love it. You'll spend too much time playing it. And no, it's a good game. It's
Good.
I think that was from a time when Capcom was doing a lot of really good things and also a lot of really shitty things, but the good things were overshadowing the shitty things by quite a mile. So, and that was one of their good decisions, was to localize that because it created a pretty fervent fan base in the United States.
Cool.
All right, let's move on to things that have been announced. We added a new section this podcast, because we've been kind of busy the last month and not really had podcasts.
Yeah.
So, quick rundown. Things that have been announced since the last time we had a podcast. The Nintendo Labo VR kit, which will probably be mediocre, unfortunately, just due to the limitations of the Switch, but we'll see.
Hey kids, do you want to try VR? Here you go. I don't want to ever do it again. Okay.
There's
That
some
might
good...
be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that the refresh rate on the Switch is not fast enough, in my opinion. And so I think there will be problems with regards to... the strength of the console performing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just say one real quick thing on this?
Never.
The thing you're saying is the exact same thing I said about the Oculus Rift dev kit my friend bought back in 2013, 2014.
Sure.
So
but
that's like, this feels like
I understand
people are
that,
not going to have a good response to this.
But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's going to be, well, there'll be little toy games and such though, so maybe that will maybe it'll work out. Who knows? I don't think it will, but I would like to be proven wrong in that.
Oh God, yes, please.
It would be great if I was proven wrong, because I don't want Nintendo to just kind of jump off a cliff. Although, to be fair, the Labo in general has sold decently enough, but it's not like been the world beater, so it'll probably be okay if it isn't successful.
Yeah.
Moving on. Also announced in the time frame. Why is this on this list? Neopets? Really? Why did this get added here?
That's a game, I
Neopets mobile
suppose.
app to replace Neopets website, launching summer 2019.
Like,
Who
that
put
was
this
an
on
important
here?
part. That was an important part of
You
many
put
people's
this on here.
childhoods.
Okay,
Not
was it
mine.
an important part of your childhood? Because it wasn't mine.
No, it wasn't. But
I
I
know.
know lots and lots of people who spent many hours on that.
I know somebody who is very close to me that spent
Yeah.
a lot of time on
See,
it.
it's just
okay.
I personally didn't. but somebody close to me did, and they won't be excited because it's been like fucking forever or whatever.
Cali, did you play the
Cali,
Neopets?
did you-
I was on there once during high
Okay.
school.
Okay, yeah, all right. Is this big news a la RuneScape on phones? Because we never mentioned that, by the way, and that's huge apparently.
That is pretty big.
Yeah, I didn't know about
I'm not
that.
gonna play it, but that is.
Yeah,
a big-
this was something that was like just brought up in a video, and somebody was like talking about mobile games, and it was talking about like how do you adapt to the market of translating your game over to mobile, and like RuneScape was apparently a great example of that. And I was like, wait, really? And yeah, they're doing great. And I was like, oh
interesting.
wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
Call of Duty
I'm
is now on
actually
phones.
Yeah, Call of Duty
not
was
like
next.
RuneScape though.
Hold on 2 seconds. Somebody want to continue for me?
I'd
Yeah,
say
not like
I'd say
RuneScape,
Call of
though.
Duty is up there in terms of games that mean things to people.
Yeah, no, but like RuneScape is just it's full game of
It's the
RuneScape
game.
on the phone.
Oh,
That's the crazy bit here. It's like, so is there an advantage to go with all these graphics if you can't have the same thing on every, like, that's because RuneScape is definitely a good example of this is popular, this is big. And I'm sorry we're sandbagging Neopets here, because I'm thinking like Neopets, that's actually no, not sandbagging it. I'm asking the same
No,
question.
we're talking about we sandbagged
Yeah.
Days Gone. You mentioned it, and then we didn't talk about it
No, I
at all.
mentioned
Wait, we
That's
talked
a
about Days Gone?
sandbag.
Wait, we talked about Days Gone?
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I'm
mentioned-
saying.
Okay.
I mentioned it briefly. But
Yeah,
no, I
so
think
no,
Neopets,
like,
Neopets
Neopets, is
might
it
be
the
a
full-
thing for a new generation, but probably not.
Is Neopets the full thing on the phone?
I don't
'Cause
know.
If it
No
is, I
fucking
wouldn't be
clue.
surprised.
I didn't read
It-
past the fact that it was.
It's an announcement. I think it's going to be a full replacement for the old one.
Cool.
That's what it sounds like.
There's still details that are missing.
Good for
Alright,
them.
moving on. Call of Duty Mobile. That was revealed to be a thing.
Yeah, it's
in
up
collaboration
already.
with Tencent.
Be prepared to feed
sorry.
your soaps to your soaps.
So it's probably very much like it looks like Team Deathmatch Search Destroy Free for All. Okay, so it's looking very hey, we decided we realized we could put shooters on mobile, so let's do that. That's basically what this looks like.
Yeah,
I have no interest on playing that game on mobile, but sure.
Yep.
Something I am 100% interested and excited for, though. 50th anniversary for Konami.
Holy
this is
shit, yes.
Following in the heels of SNK recently. with
Which was
their
really good.
awesome, yes, their awesome 30th anniversary collection, which I have the limited edition of. It's fucking awesome. If you haven't played it, I think it comes out on the PS. It came out on the PS4 very recently too. I have the Switch version because I want the Switch version. But this is a $20 product, digital only, for the PS4, Xbox One, Steam, and the Switch, and it includes 8 games. So not a shit ton, but 8 games, but including such classics as Life Force, Nemesis, which is Gradius, and Twin Bee. So already some great fucking hits in there. And this is just, they're basically, they said it's their first installment of the Anniversary Collection. So I'm having a feeling that they're going to be bringing more of them forward, which is awesome.
Well, there's 4 announced, and the thing is, 3 of them are, like, the wording is just, here's your collection. But specifically for the Castlevania one, that one, the site actually mentions this is the first Castlevania one. Oh, so there will be more.
Oh yeah,
Do
I
you
just
like
found
Castlevania? So wait, you're saying I
found the
wasted
Japanese post about it.
I wasted my time playing the entire thing recently. Then shit.
Yep, you wasted your time. Congratulations.
Yeah,
so
it sucks for you to play a good game.
No, this is actually going to include all of the. It looks like. Let's see. I'm checking the US.
Like, I've been calling this one Origins because it's kind of like the start of the series.
Yeah, it looks to be like the Castlevania one. The website's not loading for me.
Ugh.
Fuck. Why you no load?
No.
Nope, I know load.
No,
okay.
Konami is.
But it looks to be like they're releasing the Arcade Classics one. There's a Castlevania one, and what looks to be a Contra one.
Contra,
Cool.
Yeah.
So they're hitting on all cylinders. I mean, to be fair, we give Konami a lot of shit, but they do have a back catalog that if they just leaned on it a little bit, I think a lot of people would be happy.
Oh, people have been
yeah.
Especially since they own Hudson, and that's a bunch of stuff we can't get at.
Oh my god, I would kill for an Adventure Island collection.
That's
Give
on
me
record.
all the fucking Adventure Island. Yeah, no, I would.
Shut up.
I'm not gonna say what I would kill. I would probably kill a burrito.
That burrito had a family.
Ah, God!
It probably did at one point, but
yeah,
that's beef for you.
We'll see who. Actually, I don't know who it's being developed by. It looks like it's being developed internally,
but it does mention like extras, like a digital book and like reference materials and all kinds of like little extra bonuses. So it's not just the games.
Oh no! You know what? It's powered by Arcade Archives, which is Hamster, which has done really good fucking work in the last like 3 years. Holy shit!
Yes, but they've also done some cut rate stuff in the past.
They have done cut rate stuff in the past, but their last like 2 years have been
which is why I'm willing to like give them the benefit of a doubt on this.
Like all of the PC, their original Neo Geo stuff they did was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I don't think they've made a bad one for the Switch recently, and the Switch is what they've been focusing a lot recently on. Just released Bubble Bobble and Double Dragon, or not Bubble Bobble and Double Dragon. Akari Warriors, Athena. Elevator Action, which I forgot was released. That was in November. I need to go get that.
Well, Hamsters only live a few years, so this has to be another one.
Yeah, their recent stuff has been great. So good to know that is them doing it. Although they're not getting a lot of props, unfortunately. It just had to like bottom of the page in the smallest text possible. They have that. Anyways,
that's Konami.
Moving on to other stuff announced. No Man's Sky Beyond, which is the newest big free update coming summer 2019 for No Man's Sky, which has really hit a bit of a stride. The biggest component of Beyond, though, is that they have finally, 6 years after the release of the game...
God damn. All right.
It's not 6 years, like 4 years, I think.
Yeah, but still,
They are releasing No Man's Sky Online as part of it.
Woo!
While this brings together people like never before and has many recognizable online elements, it will not be an MMO, not require a subscription, won't contain microtransactions, and is free for all existing players. So they'll talk about more soon. But yeah, so online play for No Man's Sky finally, which is good.
Yeah, if you're
good.
gonna,
I went back recently and I played a while of it, and it's miles ahead of where it was when they first released it. Because when they first released it, it felt like an open early access program.
Yeah,
Pretty much was.
Honestly,
Yeah.
at this point, I almost want to take back that it was lies and more of, if you're going to say those things, preface it with "this is coming," and
Yeah.
not "this is literally coming at launch,"
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you don't know this. That's just that. Nope. Anyways,
It was bad.
Yep.
Good
good game now. Good game now.
Good game now. Two more releases that were announced in the past couple of days, even. Persona 5 The Royal, which we know nothing about other than it looks to be some sort of PS4, maybe an updated version, maybe a new game. Basically, the trailer is just this lady talking about a few things.
Will it involve dancing?
It's gonna involve cheese.
No, it will not involve dancing. It's not a dancing. It looks to be a proper, actual, sequel-ish, maybe.
Yeah,
Or,
it's gonna have 100 people online.
It could be
There might be some
the.
battles.
100 personas drop it.
The Royal seems like it could be the same thing as P4 Golden.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be pretty sweet. I'd pick it up for sure.
I'd actually play
Unfortunately, not the Switch port that everybody was looking for, though.
No, this is not that.
It's kind of disappointing. I actually was looking forward to them announcing a Switch
But
port.
this isn't even the announcement. This is
Yes,
This
it's
is
the
more of an
the
announcement? But this is still not the
No,
announcement yet.
this is the announcement of the announcement. The announcement is coming in April.
Was this the thing they announced previously? I forget
No,
if
no,
this
they
is
didn't
that
announce-
announcement.
No, they haven't announced anything previously.
Okay, this is still another announcement for the upcoming
possible,
announcement.
though,
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. Yeah, and I think
Oh.
a Switch port is totally possible. If the stuff from Doom and all that has proven anything, the ports are definitely possible. Whether
yeah,
or not
and-
the time and effort behind it is the question.
And this one not needing reaction time of milliseconds makes a port.
Realistically speaking, the big one that we want, the big thing I want announced is a PC port. Honestly, I want to be released on PC.
Can
This was really
Sega bend the knee one more time?
They fucking should. Look
Yeah,
at
they
how
should.
good Yakuza is doing.
Oh my god, yes.
Fuck yeah, it is. I've been buying every single one that comes out because, there is a thirst there that has not been sated for years, and finally it's available.
No.
Finally,
Sega, we will eat ass for you. Just do it, please.
I
Speak
won't,
for
but
yourself.
I will buy
Yeah,
your
don't
game.
speak for me.
No.
Deadpool will eat your ass if you give us the game.
Deadpool, yes, Deadpool will.
That is a
anyways.
certified promise.
Anyways, one final announcement coming out soon.
Some game, it came out a while ago, was broken. I guess.
Yeah, MasterChef.
Oh yeah.
That Matt Hazard spinoff. Yeah.
Matt Hazard has returned.
Oh, don't do this to me, guys, please.
No, the Halo, the Master Chief Collection
So-
got announced.
Can I
I'm
talk
getting my
about the
reach.
background of this before
Go
we get
for
into
it.
it?
Sure,
Okay.
just don't take 10 hours talking about it, please. We
It's
have
gonna be
a lot
2
of
minutes.
stuff to cover.
So y'all remember the El Dorito mod that was out, where it's the Russian PC port of Halo 3?
I still have it
Yes.
installed on my computer.
Good. Never get rid of it because they never can release it again. Anyways, so after that came out, 343 approached them and they were like, "Hey, so can we just hire you to do this for us?"
Can you just stop it?
No, well, they did that too,
Well,
but they
first
were
that-
I know they did that. That's what I'm saying.
they were also asked to come on and please do this for us. So some of the modders left, and that's why this exists.
Yeah.
And some of them stayed on, and they're going to be doing things on the community front, and the others are going to be doing things with 343. And oh man, so hopefully we get them out within months of each other. The fear is years. So
Well, we'll see what happens. It definitely could be exciting, but also could be nothing. Right? That's we're sort of in both sort of fronts here. It could be exciting, the game could work well and everybody will be happy, or we could go home unhappy and nobody will be happy.
well, the PC port of Halo 5, which is the free to play shit, it is okay. It's not anything to jump on like the Halo 1 PC port.
Yeah.
The El Dorito port, on the other hand, could run on a fucking toaster.
Yeah.
So
To be fair, Halo 3 came out at the beginning of the Xbox 360's lifespan. So.
mhm. Oh yeah. So with the enhancements to Reach, what I'm hoping is the El Dorito guys have they're working on the shall we say the old version. You know what I mean? The the
Legacy?
version that's not going to be super spec'd up and just going to be like, just run this and the game will run on something that's from 2012.
Right.
Like, okay, sure, awesome, yes please.
But do we need Vista to run it?
You need
Probably.
Windows 10.
Okay.
Probably need Windows Vista, unfortunately.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like
good
2.
Good luck finding a copy. Anyways, let's move on. We have
Yes.
a bunch of news to discuss, and we're chugging along here. Valve and Riot, people from those companies are people, and they decided to make a game studio called Stray Bombay, which is a terrible name in my opinion, but okay. New studio based in Seattle, formed to create games to better reflect players' desires for social experiences.
Sure.
I'm sure then we're gonna get like cool stuff like Johann Sebastian Joust.
I
mean, it's a
honestly
good game.
have
I'm
no
not
idea what they could
talk shit
make.
on that game, but
I see
Yeah.
I see that
I don't
game
know.
played at cons every fucking year.
oh, I know. I wasn't talking shit. I'm
Oh.
just saying like it's kind of an underwhelming game once you you can't play it without having a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
I
that's the only
don't like.
function for the game.
He's a writer. I don't
Ricochet
know anything
too.
else he's done other than write. And what she worked at Valve, or she worked
well,
at
he
Riot
was-
doing
He
community.
was the he was the co-project lead for Left 4 Dead.
He was Left 4 Dead 1.
Left 4 Dead 2 and 1. He did
Okay.
both. It's Chet. Chet has done a lot of stuff. Chet fucking did so much shit for Valve. And the
Right.
fact that he fucking left Valve means that Valve is like basically never producing games ever again because Chet was the game guy, basically.
Yeah.
So it's some interesting stuff. We'll see if they come up with a game that actually like could actually, like do something. But it's one of those things where like it sounds really ambitious and that's really cool and all, but whether or not they'll actually get anywhere is a whole nother question.
Yeah. Let's get a result, and then maybe we'll see if this is worth it.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, speaking of Valve not producing anything else, it's not on the dock, but Turtle Rock Studios has announced a new game.
Yep. It's not with Valve though.
Nope. It's called Back 4 Blood, which, as they say themselves, is the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, mostly because Valve won't make another one.
And also because they like putting the number 4 in game titles. Actually, funnily enough, I know somebody who's never played any of the Left 4 Dead games. Is that not weird? That feels weird to me. That somebody has never played, who is a dedicated PC gamer, has never played any of the Left 4 Dead games.
Yeah.
I kind of saw it more as a console game.
It
mostly.
reminds me of people who are fantasy fans have never have even touched Lord of the Rings. And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, see, Dona hasn't played.
Wait,
Left 4 Dead.
you haven't played any Left 4 Dead? Oh my god. Oh man.
Wasn't
But
there a
you're-
Ricochet
do you-
too, sir?
How heavily do you consider yourself a PC gamer though, Donut?
Look at this
I
fake
always
gamer
felt
boy.
I always felt it was a very big PC game. I know that it was on console, but I always felt the Left 4
Hey,
Dead.
Does
and
he
Left 4 Dead
want
2
to, though,
PC games.
Deadpool? Let's not start hoisting copies on people.
Oh no, you do. You want it. You want to play it. I mean, it's not even like so much a shooter because you're basically just like pointing at stuff. You're not like you don't require accuracy. The game's not about accuracy. Well, you're entitled to your opinion. No, dude. You're entitled to your opinion.
I hope like this new Left 4 Dead Back 4 Blood. I hope it has a progression system because that's why I just kind of fell off Left 4 Dead. I played a bunch. I played it on 360 and PC, and mods make that last. But also,
I just wanted to play. I just think playing through the story. I think just playing the story through once is all you need to do, and the experience is totally worth it to play through it once.
Yeah, no, but like Vermintide was a good Left 4 Dead, and like I'm just not into that world much, so I wanna see what comes from the actual Left 4 Dead people.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Muffle Brennan in the distance.
Yeah, sorry, I had to go check.
No worries. To be fair, I kind of fell off Left 4 Dead 2 pretty quick. I had fun, and then
no, I enjoyed. I loved Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. Vermintide's alright. I played some hours of Vermintide.
What the?
Yes, exactly. No, I played some Vermintide. Vermintide's alright. I don't have any love. I don't have the love for Vermintide that I had the love for Left 4 Dead. And to be fair, part of that might have been just a reflection of the time I was at and the time when those games came out. You know, that obviously almost always plays a factor. But I thought Left 4 Dead was great. Anyways, let's move on. To the bigger news that came out this week. Google finally announced it's dipping its toes into the gaming market. This is the direct response. I don't know, direct effect of the Project Stream beta. As somebody who was in the Project Stream beta, they did sort of announce it to us a little bit early, kind of by
we got an email like a little bit before.
Yeah. So basically, they showed off this like console and a controller, which looked mildly uncomfortable.
It looks like an Xbox One controller, but not.
It didn't look as good quality. But anyways, basically just announcing what everybody already knew, which was that they were going to, they're announcing this Stadia. It's called Stadia, which for me always sounds like Pladia, which was a failed Bandai console that never escaped Japan.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, there's a console. Look it up. It's called the Pladia. It was
I believe you.
It was a gaming console that had a lot of anime on it. Yeah, so that existed. But yeah, so basically the service seems like it's going to be exactly what Project Stream basically was.
Oh yeah.
With no real difference. The key, obviously, and the big hoopla is how are they going to solve the major problem in the United States and in other countries too of bandwidth.
They're going to do this horrible thing. They have to do this horrible thing called spending money on politicians. It's the only way they're going to get past this, because that's how they got stopped.
I don't think they're going to. I think they're just going to let it be a subpar experience and probably pick it up in about 2 or 3 years, which is their normal lifespan for Google things.
Yeah, here's the problem. Yeah, here's the problem with Google. They like to jump on the projects. They like to announce it really big. They go like, it's the next best thing, and then if anything goes wrong or if they miss something, they will bail hard on something. They don't.
Yeah, we're done. Bye.
Yeah, they don't not fucking care. Look at like Google Fi. Like it just pulled out an entire city. It said, "Oh yeah, the method we were using to put the cables in that we thought was great isn't really working. All right, we're out of here. We're done."
It wasn't just even that though. Like they just didn't. Oh look, you have competition coming in and paying off politicians. Well, we're not going to do that. Okay, then we give up.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think some of the vitriol that was thrown at them was a little unwarranted during the course of the event that they had. I don't personally like the idea of not owning my games too.
Yeah,
but at the same time, there are the ability to play more powerful games on hardware that I couldn't possibly own is not the worst idea.
Oh, it's been great.
Oh yeah, no, Project Stream I thought it was fairly successful.
That was awesome. I love playing it.
When it worked great, it worked amazingly well. Like it was really, really good when it worked great.
So here's a question I have about the technical price aspect thing. People are saying it's using 20 gigabytes of data an hour
for the 4K stream. If you're playing 4K, it's going to be 20 gig.
Like
okay, because at
60 frames.
At 1080p, I think I was tracking my data with Wireshark at the time,
nice.
And I was not even hitting 1/100th of that.
No, yeah, it's only the 4K stream that's going to be using that ungodly amount of data.
See, that still seems like bullshit to me, and somebody got a number somewhere that's wrong.
I don't think that's wrong. 4K video on Netflix is like 15 megabits per second. Like it's a pretty substantial chunk of change.
Yeah, the controller interested me once I heard about how that tech worked. So
I didn't pay attention. I didn't know anything about
so if I could talk about that for a quick second, just
Yeah,
5
no, go
seconds.
Sure.
That's
So
why I was asking.
your Project Stream, you connect to a computer somewhere else to play.
Yes.
Right.
Controller does not connect to your computer; it connects to that computer.
It's Wi-Fi enabled. Yeah. It's its own Wi-Fi
There's
device.
nothing connecting to your computer. It connects to your network, and then it connects to the same. So essentially, you can have it, and then just keep using that controller as long as it's connected to the internet. Just take it with you to any screen you're playing on, which I think that's awesome. But then, like, yeah, there's all these problems. But like,
I think that idea is kind of silly, and I hope that they just let people use whatever controller.
Oh, they do.
Want.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
in that case, like, I'm never going to use their controller because that's a terrible idea.
But it'll be interesting to see if that actually like helps a bit with the latency thing that people are so up in arms about for fighting, because they're trying to do a fighting game thing with it, which I think is like you're
It's
digging
ambitious.
a hole for yourself. It's already a deep hole. Why are you making it deeper? Stop digging down. Dig up, stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
Are we doing this from here again? Oh.
What?
Nothing. Referenced earlier. It's all good.
Okay. No.
Moving on for companies doing things in other companies' spaces. Sony and Microsoft. Well, more Sony. The Microsoft thing's a little less so. But Sony announced on earlier this week that on Monday they are going to be streaming a thing called State of Play, which is basically PlayStation Direct. It's literally going to be PlayStation Direct.
Yeah.
General focus on upcoming PS4 and PSVR software. So basically, straight up what Nintendo has been doing with their Direct system or Direct videos, which makes perfect sense. Basically, just after that was announced, Microsoft announced that they are doing a Nintendo Indie Direct, sort of.
Yeah, the Nindies that was the other day.
ID at Xbox Game Pass, which is specifically designed to highlight indie games coming to Xbox Game Pass. So basically, their thing. I mean, to be fair, Microsoft has been doing Inside Xbox every week for the last forever. So, not too surprising that they would do something like this. This is the future. Like, E3 is eventually probably going to die an unceremonious death in the next 5 years.
Until someone wants to bring it back for nostalgia and money.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, there's not much. The problem is the money is not. There is no money in E3. It's them paying the fucking venue, essentially.
Yeah.
So, I have a feeling E3 is going to die an unceremonious death in the next 5 years. I'm pretty sure of that at this point.
Yeah,
that's fine.
There's no death is permanent anymore in gaming. That's a thing I've learned.
Yeah, that's fair.
The only thing I'll
PAX
miss is the giant bomb coverage, really.
Yeah, that's gonna be sad.
Yeah, this year is going to be a sad year considering Sony, the only company that's going to be there. Well, Nintendo, I guess, might still do things, but Microsoft is the only one confirmed to be attending E3 this year with an actual.
And Bethesda.
But EA is not. EA has said they're not, so we'll see what happens.
Good. Oh no, they're doing a thing. It's just
yeah, they're doing a thing. It's just not a proper press.
Which was the best thing of last year too. So yeah, cool.
It's kind of surprising. Lots of stuff about the Epic Games Store. I don't want to spend too much time on this because we have a lot of different stuff about the Epic Store.
You can just bundle it.
All right, so let's bundle it then.
Cool.
So Epic Store scanning the Steam folder, which probably is kind of shitty. But they said, no, we're not doing that, kind of, but we are kind of.
But then Tim came out and fully said, yeah, we're doing that, fuck you. Right,
yeah, so that was fun. And then also, basically Epic saying, yeah, we're going to stop paying for exclusives eventually, because it's not a market, it's not a thing we can continue to do. But at the meanwhile, there have been announcements of the Sony exclusives of the Quantic Dream games getting brought over.
Yeah, that was big.
That's pretty big.
I'll probably pick that up because I don't care about Epic Games Store nonsense as much as most people should.
And then finally, it was stated by Tim Sweeney that they are going to eventually at some point put human moderators and quality filters for games being brought onto the store. We'll see about how that works. But yeah, so lots of Epic stuff. this is a thing that's happening now, so we're here, I guess.
Yep.
Moving on.
Moving right along.
Apex Legends banned a bunch of users, which is great.
Yep.
So,
Um,
you want to keep going? That's fine. Go ahead.
yeah.
Okay.
Banned a bunch of users, which is great. Also, they created their Season 1 Battle Pass, which has a new character. There was a few balance changes and some hitbox fixes, which was nice. And apparently there is a second hero at some point probably coming.
9?
That was accidentally leaked.
9 more
by-
total?
Well, yeah, but specifically in this season.
Oh, okay.
That was leaked by Sony accidentally, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's cool. As I said, Apex Legends has been pretty good.
Mhm.
It's held my attention a little bit longer than I was expecting. For various reasons, mostly because the gameplay is actually kind of fun. Did you want to say something, Deadpool?
Just they announced it was a hardware ban on Apex Legends, and like the last time I remember a game doing this was Overwatch, and that was great. And then they decided to stop it because PC bangs in Korea were getting banned, and that was losing them more money than they were gaining from banning. And I was like, okay. So I hope it doesn't stop doing hardware bans. That was good.
Yeah. Well, there's a related story with Overwatch where supposedly, according to them, their endorsement systems cut down toxicity by 40%. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's supposedly cleaning up the service nicely.
That's good. Moving on. Xbox announced some stuff at GDC. Some fun hardware rendering stuff, which should reduce hardware loads by like 14%.
Basically, just to summarize it, what happens is whenever a game decides to pull a set of textures or a screen area, it calls it all at the same resolution. So it has a uniform drag on the system resources. What this is basically kind of the equivalent of the source engines. Remember that tech it came out with years ago where basically things at different distances will draw in at different resolutions?
Yeah, that's yep.
So like, yeah, it was like a major boon for the system and for a lot of people. Well, this will now a greater increase that to per pixel calculations.
Oh shit!
Like it'll start hiding lower resolution pixels within things and like rounding things off, and just like it's supposed to be like, along with the Vulkan system and Unreal 4, it's supposed to be this like major reduction in just processing. They announced it at GDC. They put down some white papers, and it's interesting, potentially exciting stuff. That's why I put it on the dock, and we'll just have to see how it pans out. But yeah, it could be like a major like smoothing in regards to requirements.
Cool. Yeah, no, I think it can be definitely very interesting. We'll see if it comes to fruition the way that they want it to, because this happens occasionally. We do get these sort of people say that these things are a new technology will do X, Y, and Z, and then it turns around
obviously,
and does nothing.
But like, if it does,
yeah. If it does, it sounds like it would be very good. Moving on, Xbox Maverick, the all-digital Xbone.
Oh, they call it Maverick? Okay.
That is the nickname. That's a code name.
All right. The red I thought was a bit better, but go ahead.
I think they're calling it now the Xbox One S all-digital.
The Xbox SAD.
The SAD, right.
Yeah, the SAD. So yeah, they haven't... so this is still rumor innuendo, from what I can tell.
Innuendo?
Yeah, I think this is still rumor and innuendo. This isn't official. But they basically have confirmed that the hardware is essentially ready to go, but they haven't actually they haven't done anything yet. They haven't announced anything yet.
This is them giving their rumor mill spin. The same guy who leaked this. Yeah. Oh, Lord. The same guy who leaked this is the same guy who leaked some information about Halo in the past, and he leaked the information about the Xbox One X, and Yeah, it's
So,
all but officially announced. So
yeah, no surprises here. I think we actually did talk about this on a prior podcast. So,
Mhm.
finally, one thing that, as I said, this is a news story from a couple weeks ago now, but it was something that did get announced. Actually, I think we talked about this on a prior podcast. PS5 backwards compatibility is possible, or PS5 backwards compatibility with all of its previous consoles is possible. Maybe. There's been a patent filed for it. I think we talked about this previously, though. I was feeling we did.
I'm not sure, but it's another major reversal, quiet reversal in the PlayStation policy where, get it digital, don't get it at all. We don't care about backwards compatibility. It's not a feature that people want.
Right.
Rumble's not the future. Yada yada yada.
Yeah. No, I understand that. It will be interesting to see, considering the current CEO of Sony Interactive is the guy that has said that backwards compatibility games look terrible, and I don't know why anybody would want this. So, yeah. All right, we got some quick hits, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 was announced and put on Steam. Release
Holy
date looks to be
shit.
March 2020. Cover your skin so you don't get bitten.
Apparently, they've been working on this for 5 years. I've been seeing some devs coming forward online and been like, I can finally change my Twitter handle after 5 years. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, no
Okay.
one said
Yeah,
shit.
the important things.
Yeah, they've just been like, yeah, I used to work at this game dev, and now I'm working at who's making this right now? It's
Hardsuit Labs.
yeah,
Under Paradox Interactive. That's
Under
the
Paradox.
the Paradox Interactive guys. They were like, I used to work on Blacklight. Well, now I work on Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Holy shit.
Yeah. Definitely a holy shit.
For anyone who didn't play the original, it's a good game. It's deeply flawed and buggy, but it's a really cool experience.
It is to what RPGs that shit, I can't remember the name right now. The Dungeons and Dragons PS2 game, Baldur's Gate is to RPGs. It is to vampire stories what Baldur's Gate is to fantasy. There's
A
the word.
very nice action RPG.
Wait. Did you just equate Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance to RPGs? Because Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance is definitely not what you're thinking of. You're thinking of Baldur's Gate, not Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. You said the PS2.
Yeah, no, I mean Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, no, you said the PS2.
I was just remembering it was on PS2, and I was like, what was that game called? Yeah.
It wasn't really on PS2. It was like a... never mind. Anyways.
Yeah.
It's not Netbook.
We're very factual here on this podcast.
Hey, I love Baldur's Gate, and I actually like Dark Alliance,
It's
but it is
Baldur's
not
thing.
Baldur's
Yeah,
Gate.
I was like, nobody has said it correctly yet.
I always mispronounce it. Fuck you.
God damn it.
Anyways.
Anyway, no, but yeah, it was a really cool action RPG. Like all kinds of stats, all kinds of abilities, lots of dialogue trees. It was set in Los Angeles / Santa Monica. Like it was a really cool game. Just lots of bugs, got rushed out the door. I believe Chocolate streamed it like once or twice.
Yeah, so did Bright and a few other people.
Yeah, but it's a cool game, but it needs so much like patching and tinkering to get it to work properly.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully this will be like everyone's hoping, same experience, just without all the technical issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Moving on to 3 more stories. Obsidian got recently acquired by Microsoft.
Yep.
We talked about that in a prior episode. One thing we didn't talk about as much was their RPG, The Outer Worlds, which is coming this year?
Yes.
This year. Sometime this year. But it is coming out. We talked about this earlier, but I didn't bring it up at the time. I don't know why I didn't bring it up at the time. But coming out on the Epic Store and also the Windows Store exclusively. I will pick it up on the Windows Store, I guess.
For 1 year, and then it'll be on Steam, just like they promised.
But looks awesome. From the little bit that was shown off, because there was a little bit that was shown off recently, I think. I don't remember. But the game is now... Yeah, but anyways, so that is pretty shitty. Not happy about that. People are not very happy about it, as you would imagine. including Chris Avallone, who...
Wait, really? Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't
Chris
notice
Avallone
that.
has spoken about it. He wasn't working on it, and he also doesn't work for Obsidian anymore. So
Yeah, he's been
He's
doing a lot
allowed to say shit
of
like that.
passion projects lately, which has been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so interesting stuff there. But I'm definitely excited to pick up the Outer Worlds when it comes out. I'll just pick it up on the Windows Store, I guess, because it'll be on the Windows Store if you have Windows 10. So
Yeah, if you're going to buy that and you don't want to buy it on Epic, buy it on the Windows Store where you can have...
Can I ask a very serious question?
sure.
What is y'all's problem with the Epic Store?
I have 6 launchers on my computer. I don't need a 7th.
Close one of them.
No.
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 I have games on those. Why would
Yep.
I buy more games on different platforms?
I have Discord, I have Steam, I have Uplay. I've stopped using Origin.
The only thing I have open all the time is Discord because this is like my problem with y'all having 8 million tabs open. Okay,
So,
Like,
it's only 100.
We've talked about this.
All
I
Netflix
have very proper.
yeah,
like,
no,
work-related
you
reasons.
you have a legit reason, but if it's
I'm
really
really
just the fact that it's one more of these, then
No.
For me, that is my reasoning. I don't want to get into this discussion because we've had this discussion.
'Cause you don't want
in chat over the
facts.
course of multiple days. What?
nothing. Just I feel like most of the people that are bitching about it are bitching because it's just another launcher and like they want.
I think it's a valid fucking argument.
People get so defensive over like, no, I want to buy this on Steam, and it's
I don't
just
want to
like,
buy.
So
I
I'm gonna
don't
be a
wanna buy
slave
into
to this other mega fucking PC corporation.
another
as opposed
ecosystem.
to-
I'm already
Yeah.
involved in several others. It's a whole other thing.
It's that, Cali, and it's also... Do you know why I pirated in the first place other than I didn't have money?
DRM.
Yeah, that's a very big reason, but also like ease of access to your thing. If you make the thing harder to get, I will donate the money to you directly and just get it easier myself. That's
Well, how is
kind of
this-
where I am at.
How is this hard? Okay. How is it being on the Epic Store making it harder to get beyond it just being another store? Like,
Because it's
okay,
having-
this store has this version of the CD with
Just let him
bonus songs.
finish out a statement, Callie. You just like ask him a question and then you start continuing to fucking talk over him.
No,
Alright.
Let him make his
it's fine.
point.
It's fine. It's fine. It's because it's things he's heard before. I'm trying to say it in a different way, and I guess that's not a different way. But like, it's not just another store thing. We've already been down this path with Uplay and Origin and fucking Twitch and Battle.net launchers, and like each one of those is another fracture of, okay, this is a pain in the ass, and now I need a new launcher to now sum up all of my other launchers, in addition to not just having that one launcher open, but all of my launchers open simultaneously, and it just becomes a big fucking pain in the ass at this point.
So so this is like a straw breaking the camel's back, except this
Yes.
one is a very big straw.
Yes.
Okay.
This
I'm just going to add that currently we're experiencing this with video streaming. At one point, Netflix was the thing, and everyone paid for Netflix, and it was fine. But more and more, like, subgroups and studios started wanting to say, hey, it's our content, why don't we control it? And started making their own streaming services. And right now, like, Disney stuff's getting ready to get pulled from Netflix because Disney is also going to have a streaming service, and then Hulu has stuff that it holds on to.
Yeah, so
And there's it's just it like the entire marketplace itself just keeps getting splintered, and we have to like keep track of, okay, this is where I'm getting this, but this is where the entire thing, and I wanted to play this thing or see this thing, but
yeah,
that's only going to be on that. So do I wait for the discs, or what am I going to do?
yeah,
Or,
and Chibi, that unless you live not in America, that's already Netflix. Netflix has nothing now.
yeah,
Netflix has actually nothing now. Every single movie I've looked for on Netflix is not there. Every
Yeah,
single movie.
I think the Netflix. I think I agree with Donut a little bit because it is slightly different. But for me, it's like it's another fucking like I think exclusivity to platforms when there already is a platform for a company to have their product on said platform to me is silly. Like if you're already going to sell it on other platforms, then sell it on all the other platforms instead of just one other platform. Like you have this thing with like The Division. I bought The Division on Uplay because Ubisoft has their own platform for their games. I'm not going to buy it on the Epic Store to buy it on Uplay. And my idea is that it makes no sense for that to happen. Why should I have to buy on this platform that is its own platform?
Didn't
when
that
they have
already
their
happen
own
with Steam, though?
platform?
What?
Didn't that already happen with Steam, though? Like, didn't those stuff launch through Uplay anyway when you bought it on
Yeah,
Steam?
and then they removed it.
Yeah, if you buy it through Steam.
And then they removed it, yeah.
Yeah, I used to buy things through Steam because that's where my friends list and people were, but now that I have Discord, I've further removed myself from like the ecosystem. I just like talk to people here and then selectively launch, but that's still.
So, Cali, did you want to bring up the point that Don just made, or do you want me to bring that point up?
I
money?
made my point.
Okay, because I do understand your point, but then there's the other point of exclusive contracts make money, and can I talk about that for a second? Unless somebody else has somebody that they want to say about the exclusivity contract thing and how that's relevant or not relevant.
Go for it.
Okay. You can make money in other ways off of gaming that does not extend to the exclusivity deals with businesses. You can build yourself up and then spread yourself out as much as possible, like Brennan is saying, and still make money that way. And the entire argument of, well, fuck you, I'm not going to do that because there's no money to be made any other way. Well, I'm sorry, but that's on you as the developer. It's not on me to give you a platform. It's on you to understand where your money is coming from. That argument is horrible, and the idea of it is lazy. It's fuck you, get mine, but it's fuck the entire gaming industry. Developers are the only thing that matters in that industry, and that's wrong. We have how many years of gaming behind us now? I could live my entire life and never buy another game. I have thousands of hours of games I have not even touched because there's a new game coming out and I always want to get to it. If every game developer stopped making games, I would never need to buy another game again. Ever. Because there's so many games I can go back to and play now. Anyways, that's it.
Anyways, let's move on to the last thing we have for the night.
Damn it, Donut, get on here. What the hell?
I don't know. I'm gonna to bow tie the discussion. This is the thing that happened, and I'm gonna move on. Steam. Speaking of Steam, looks like they're overhauling the library at some point in the future. They announced this at a talk during GDC, which is cool. Nice to see them adding more stuff in. They added in the chat upgrade like earlier this year, and they're adding this like nicer library mode.
I can't wait to look at a store again. I have not looked at the Steam store in years. Apparently,
it's still pretty ugly.
It's bad. I go on there to search for a game, and then I don't look at the front page. That is trash.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Finally, it looks like somebody created a mod to play. I lost my link. Fuck. Looks like somebody made a mod to play the boss of Devil May Cry 5 as the main character.
Who that is, we're not saying because that's
no,
spoilers.
I'm not gonna spoil anything. I just it's funny. I have no interest in the game personally, but I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Also, there's a game mode they're releasing for free on April 1st.
Yeah, apparently this type of exact mod, I looked it up. This happened years ago with another not Devil May Cry, another Capcom game on PC where like they left in code for beta, and a lot of Japanese developers do this when they release a game apparently in America, where they just leave code in and then modders look at it and they're like, "Oh, you had this and this and this plan, but you never released it."
Yeah.
It's nice that they put it in there.
I mean, there's already another mod that lets you play characters in chapters they weren't meant to be in. So, like, another example given was V fighting the final boss, even though that's not his, like, level. It's like, yeah, you can just, like, try it with other characters, which is really neat.
Possible upcoming DLCs. I can't wait.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well, that was a fun week. I guess let's wrap it up for the night. Tune in next time when we have a podcast sometime in April.
Next
Our
week.
weekly podcast.
Next week we're all busy. Week after that is WrestleMania.
Our weekly monthly podcast.
God damn you,
You said-
WrestleMania.
you said
How
time-
dare wrestling get good again?
I don't know about that.
Is it good?
I don't know.
It's good. No, wrestling is good.
If you want to find out more, we have a channel for that.
Wrestling ain't wrestling. So, just saying. Anyways, wrapping it up for the night. Thank you, Cali, Deadpool, and DrChibi for joining this evening.
Mhm.
I am Brennan. You stay classy, VGZ. We'll see you next time on the podcast. Good night.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. I'll go back to getting these aces in Ace Combat.
I already closed it. I closed the podcast. You just
He'll
kept
be
fucking
talking on the
talking.
YouTube video. It's
Just
fine.
like, I'm gonna keep talking.
That's fine. It's one line. It's a sign off. It's better than going for 5 minutes and then Cali going, "Oh yeah, it started by the way."
Look,
Wow.
that's good content. Okay?
Wow.
That's just good content.
It's fine. It's fun. I like it.